What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the top of the map in the red color, playing as Loki. His name is Shadowfax. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Oasis. His name is Matreiuss. Yes, these guys played a big series last night. They played a big series, and I felt like watching it because I haven't seen any Shadowfax games in quite some time. And the thing I like about Shadowfax is this boy plays random god. This boy plays a mean random god, and we don't see no Odin every single game shenanigans, no Poseidon every game shenanigans, as we are now seeing Matreiuss and Shadowfax. I'm not sure if they went random god. We do actually have Matreiuss in the chat, so we could possibly say, did he go random god or was he just picking gods? But he definitely, in this series, played a whole bunch of different gods, which is very, very exciting, as we now going to be seeing an Isis versus Loki matchup. I love this matchup. I think this is one of the more interesting matchups because Loki counters Isis's strength in the Ancestors Eclipse with his Hersa, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Isis does not still counter Loki with the fact that Isis is Egyptian and gets access to funeral rites and gets access to axemen and gets access to everything that makes Egyptian really, really good against Norse. So we'll see what is going to happen in this game if anything interesting happens. It is an Oasis spawn, so this is not the best Loki map in the world, but generally speaking, Oasis can be very, very good for Loki players because of all of the hunt coming their way. So let's see what Matreiuss is doing here. He has started to scout. He's got himself this priest over here. He's grabbing some of these herdables here. Will he get this one back or not? One thing that is very important for Isis players to do here, and he gets the Khopesh of Horus. Huge relic here. Let's talk about that a little bit more later. But Matreiuss, or not Matreiuss, but Isis players on this map probably shouldn't be empowering their granary until you've scouted the entirety of your half of the map. Because the idea is that you need to get as many goat as you possibly can, otherwise life becomes very tough for you. So you just have to take the hits of the economy early in order to do that. And we sort of see that happening here from Matreiuss. He scouts a little bit, but if you take a look at the Fog of War off, he would have scouted the gold mines over here, scouted the baboons, scouted this hunt in the middle of the map. Scouted this, scouted that, and if he sees this hunt here, he could potentially go for a very, very aggressive, we have seen the hunt, he could potentially go for a very, very aggressive classical fight in an attempt to secure that for himself if he goes for early axemen, and Shadowfax doesn't expect it, which he wouldn't, and Shadowfax makes Hersa. Getting this hunt in the middle of the map is going to be really tough. Now, big mistake here from Shadowfax on Oasis, and I don't know if this is because he's playing Loki and he feels a little bit like it's a little bit dangerous, but the mistake here from Shadowfax was not going for 2 Ulfsark. Again, the big advantage or the big thing that you need here for Loki is to know where all the resources are and to get as many herdables as you possibly can. If you don't get all the herdables, you're going to struggle. We do see the villagers moving up here now onto the berries as we see the Ulfsark going to be squatting the priest here. And there will be a potential spot of these baboon, so that will be something for Shadowfax to think about moving over and eating, as the Hersa will be chucking up these houses over here. Now, let's talk a little bit about the, where is it? The Khopesh of Horus. We're seeing Bast as well for Matreiuss. I know Anubites here in this game, a little bit sad, but the Khopesh of Horus, this is 100% hero damage versus myth units. So if the Pharaoh does plus 400% damage versus myth units, that's like it's doing an extra 100% damage. So let's say, let me think about this a little bit better. Extra 100% damage. So the Pharaoh does 3.6 damage in the classical, in the archaic age. An extra 100% means on top of everything else, he gets an extra 3.6 damage. So it is very, very relevant to get this relic in order to take down those myth units very easily. And now we're going to be seeing the Hearser moving forward, starting to bash down this wall over here. Shadowfax does notice his hunt here, so it's going to be moving in and grabbing that one. He's going to be leaving this relic here, the Canopic Jar of Imseti. Not the best of relics. It helps you get your Ulfsark out a little bit quicker, but it's not the best thing in the world. Not really worth the time. Now, Matreiuss is up through bars. He's going to be throwing his walls up. He gets his Sphinx up. He's going to be chucking down an armory here. These units over here, or villages over here, are going to be finishing up with this hunt very soon. If I was Matreiuss, I would dump this food in, and then I would take this Pharaoh over here and start slinging my rocks at these units, because losing this hunt isn't the biggest of deal, but you definitely want to retain it for as long as you possibly can. There is the whole thing of Matreiuss can just turn around and kind of villager fight this for a little bit here if he so chooses. Nice marker there from Shadowfax to pull that back as the villager's going to be dumping into the granary and then running. Actually turns around and fights, fair enough. And there's the troll coming in to help out. And the villagers will simply just move back home. They still have to find themselves a little bit more food income here. Does Matreiuss have pickaxe? Does he have husbandry? He has both. Very, very clean build here from Matreiuss. I like that he's taking the villagers off wood, but that does mean that he's going to be short on wood going to the heroic age, which means no irrigation, no plow, no shaft mine. All those upgrades are very, very important, as we've talked about many a time. But maybe we'll see Matreiuss getting that wood just a little bit later anyways. Not having hand axe is a big detriment to those villagers gathering from wood. So getting that as well when they move over would probably fix a lot of those issues a little bit more efficient. And Shadowfax now is currently getting raided by the Sphinx over here, who is saying, no, you may not gather from these chicken here. You may not. Now we see the raiding cavalry starting to move forward here. As Shadowfax is getting a whole bunch of units out. There is a real potential here for Shadowfax to get a gold staff. But what he needs to do is block off one of these locations. He needs to block one of these locations off, because right now Matreiuss' walls are really, really good. This blocks off Shadowfax from moving from this side to this side quickly. As we do see the prosperity getting cast by Matreiuss over here. Spy has been cast here as well on this location, so Shadowfax is going to know where these villagers go to. And the question right now essentially for Matreiuss is, what does he do now? He's getting himself hand axe, which is great. So he's going to be making some chariot archers, but no barracks are up, no counter units to the Hearser. These Hearser are going to be very difficult to deal with, especially if, well, Shadowfax is making raiding cavalry here, which I don't particularly like. I think that one thing that Loki players, maybe not even Loki mains are aware of, but Loki players in general, getting to the heroic age is a big important step for Loki players, especially on Oasis, because it means you can throw down a market. And once you can throw down a market, you can just chuck everything onto gold and buy food for, you can buy about 1,000 more food before it starts being a little bit inefficient. You can buy about 1,500 food with it being slightly inefficient at the 500 mark. And then at that point, you can just get your farms up, because that's fine. But that gets you a really big boost. And doing these extra raiding cavalry here, because you don't have as much food, it's going to slow you down quite a bit. Thank you so much for the 6 months, Kalos JC. Appreciate you a lot there, my friend. So Shadowfax definitely should be considering trying to get to the heroic age here. We do see these villagers up onto this location. Does he know about this? He doesn't yet know about this. He has found his monkey now. This is a lot of food here. And especially for Norse, these monkeys do take a long time to kill. They've got 45 HP. But with this many monkeys, 700 food, you'd come up here if it was an elephant. And you're Norse, so there's no real detriment here. You just shoot the monkey, and then you eat the monkey, and then you shoot the monkey, and you eat the monkey. We are seeing the Matreiuss villagers moving up now, going to attempt to chuck down a Migdol stronghold over here as soon as they possibly can. Now the Raiders moving in, as they will be pulling back, but not able to quite take this fight just yet, because he doesn't feel like it. And I guess getting stuck in the classical age is bad, but we do have one lone Hearser over here. If this was Matreiuss, he would have thrown up 3 longhouses around this gold mine already, and have 3 gold mines, longhouses over here as well. But now we're going to start seeing Matreiuss looking for some raids here. He does know that there are villagers on this spot. I don't think that he can realistically push forward just yet, especially if the Hersa can get onto these myth units, which they likely can. Does have the troll here as well. Raiding Cavalry going to attempt to circle around the back. If you look at how much line of sight Matreiuss' units give him, though, it's quite a bit. So he's going to attempt to get around there, but we do see the myth units going to be chasing them down as the Raiding Cavalry going to simply just walk past, run past, ride past, and look at jumping onto these villages here. But simply going to retreat back. We see the army of Matreiuss going to be circling around now, attacking this food location. We see a longhouse coming up. Shadowfax not paying attention. He's going to lose a couple of villages here. There's one, potentially two, going to be going down, but he does decide to go after Asvold Umlautsen, who manages to stay alive here as the Hersa moving in, but they're going to take a lot of damage from those axemen. He does lose one. The Raiding Cavalry are going to be swinging around here, attempt to get onto these units over here. There's a couple of Hersa over here as well that need to take down these myth units, but the majority have been taken down. We do see Ancestors Eclipse coming down now on this location after he's taken down all of those Hersa. There's only 3 remaining, and Shadowfax taking this fight is a big, big mistake. He's trying to take down as many of those Chariot Archers as he possibly can, but the Ancestors Eclipse is down. Bragi is coming through. Villagers retreating back into their home bases. We're starting to see some farms coming down for Shadowfax, and Matreiuss manages to win that fight incredibly hard here as he is trying to push in and see what he can do here. And we'll see if Shadowfax can get out an army to defend this or not. We will be seeing this Scorpion Man trying to get targeted down here. The Scorpion Man moves very, very quickly. 6.0 speed. We see some more Hersa coming in as the Hersa retreating away. We've got 15 seconds left of the Ancestors Eclipse now. So it's still going to get a lot of good damage done. Taking out the Raiding Cavalry, can start going after those villages here. We've got a couple more Raiding Cavalry returning here for Shadowfax, and villagers falling. He's simply just going to garrison them, or at least attempt to, but a couple of picks anyways. This Hersa taking down some more of these minions here, but now the Ancestors is finished up here. We do see a random stray throwing axeman coming in as now Matreiuss is considering sitting under this location here. There goes the Heroic Age. There's the Battle Boar. We see a Valkyrie spawn finally there for Shadowfax after all of that fighting, and now Matreiuss is going to be having to retreat away as the Battle Boar's out. No real heroes over here for Matreiuss to deal with that one. One Scorpion Man might move up here and attempt to kill a couple of villagers, though. Can definitely turn around and just shank this and kill it if he wants to. And now we see the Raiders taking down these units as they're retreating back. And the gold mine completely safe and reasonable here. But Shadowfax definitely still has flaming weapons, and he's still very alive in this game. He's got a safe gold mine. He's got a little bit of food over here, but he needs to throw down a market in order to start trading for that food in order to get those food-based units up. Because if he can get to like 115 supply here, big flaming weapons attack, that is the key to success here at this point in the game. But I don't see a market anyway. He's got a lot of idle villagers that need to move over here onto the wood line and start sorting that out, but not happening just yet. If we check out Matreiuss' position, he's getting himself Scorpion Man. I don't know if he's got himself the funeral rites just yet. He does have funeral rites. That's going to be a big, big help against those myth units of Shadowfax, the Battle Boar, all the myth unit spawns. We'll see how well that's going to do for him in the near future. Shadowfax is 101 of 105 population, trying to get his units back to full HP, but he needs to push the button on the go very, very soon. Do we have a house missing? He's deleting this house over here, rebuilding it up here, and we will be seeing Shadowfax looking to target down this location, as we are seeing a town center coming down now for Matreiuss. He's going to shoot this one up relatively quickly here. Not using the Pharaoh to get it up, though, for some reason. But now Shadowfax, he's got a good army. We do see a bunch of cavalry, a bunch of chariot archers, only one priest. That's not many priests here at all. What are the iconic upgrades looking like for Matreiuss? He's missing himself Shaft Mine. It looks like he's missing himself Plow as well, but Plow does come through. So again, you need to get that Plow, that irrigation, and then also get your Shaft Mine. There is the flaming weapons coming through as Shadowfax says it's time to fight here. Good good choke point here, though, from Matreiuss, as these units are currently not fighting to the best of their ability. We do see the Pharaoh getting some big damage done onto this battle ball, but the raiding cavalry coming through, going to take down the Pharaoh very, very quickly. Still no myth unit spawns thus far for Shadowfax just yet, but the chariot archers have all been melted here. We're starting to see some mercenary cavalry coming out for Matreiuss. The Scorpion men over here getting dealt with by both all the Hersa, essentially. We do see a Frost Giant spawn, big Frost Giant spawn here for Shadowfax. Shadowfax is now 107 of 115 supply. We see a Troll spawn there. Not the best, but it's going to help out just that little bit. And now Matreiuss has to leave this gold mine here as this timing attack from Shadowfax, or timing revenge from Shadowfax, has really dealt a huge amount of pain to Matreiuss, who must be kicking himself for getting this talent center because he's now got no resources for the follow-up of Priest, of myth units, I should say, the follow-up of myth units, because you can bet Shadowfax has got a ton of favor in the bank now, and what he should be doing is getting up a forward temple here for more battle board to swing through here, take this location down very, very easily. Other thing he needs to do is send some units down to the bottom here, and that's exactly what's happening. We see the mining camp coming up for Matreiuss, and we'll see if he can get any gold income at all. Matreiuss is going to be throwing down his market here in an attempt to start trading some of that wood into gold in order to stay alive in this game. But Shadowfax pulling back. Shadowfax could very easily take this town center down, but he doesn't exactly know that Matreiuss has got no units left, and instead he's going to be circling around onto this location. Yes, taking these villages down would be as earth-shatteringly good, but definitely easier to be thinking about just taking down that town center and just making life very difficult for Matreiuss to continue. But Matreiuss turns around with his villagers, going to start shanking these villages here nicely, and the raiding cavalry will get out, and we'll see Shadowfax swinging in here now, going to go after this gold location as soon as he possibly can here. The battle boar, frost giants, all of the myth units coming in onto this location. There's no real counter units to these Hersa. Now remember, when you're in the heroic age with Hersa, it's like them being heavy Hersa. They are free upgrades for those heavy Hersa. They get up to 9.6 damage per second. Let's just compare that to the Chariot Archer, 9.3. They get 169 HP. That's huge. 5.72 speed is huge as well. So we are seeing a straight longhouse coming up on this location over here as Shadowfax still hasn't got himself a second town center. I think better would be to normally better is to just go to the Mythic Age. You can go through Hell, you can go through Fimbul Winter, or Tier, I should say. Either is completely fine. The villagers do manage to get pushed off of this gold mine. I would love to see Shadowfax just wall this off, swing back around the top side, take this fight, but I think the longer he leaves it, the better Matreiuss is going to be here. He still needs a lot more priests here. How many does he have? He's only got 4, even with funeral rites and the... we didn't put it in. Where's the relic? Okay, so this is close to the temple, but close to the temple is not good enough. Oh, dearie me. Now we do see the town center going the way of Shadowfax, who's taking his time in this game. He realizes he's got the advantage here, but he's got to be careful. He doesn't want to take it too slowly because Ra is Ra. And if Ra can get... Oh, sorry, Isis is Isis. Egyptian is Egyptian. All of these gods are bonkers anyways in the late game compared to Norse, especially Loki. So he's got to be careful to not allow Matreiuss' Isis to get back into this game, because that's exactly what's kind of going to happen here. We're still 2 town centers, so the villager advantage starting to go into Matreiuss' favor, even if Shadowfax's economy is going to be stronger because he's Norse. It's still going to be a tough one. But the town center going up is smart, and we'll see if he's going to make a big push or not. As the army is swinging around for Shadowfax, still only 4 priests here, probably not enough. I would probably look at 4 priests and say time to attack. But we'll see how it's going to go. These 5 throwing axemen might simply just move around and start grabbing town centers everywhere. Would love to see a Mythic Age coming through for both players fairly soon. Osiris should be a big help. We're starting to see some farms coming down. How are the economic upgrades looking? Still no irrigation, still no shaft mine. The battle boar over here getting pushed back. Takes a lot of damage there from those priests. The army of Matreiuss is going to be looking for some sort of snipage. Somewhere is going after the battle boar, getting a little bit of chip damage done. You could just turn around and take this fight with the battle boar. He's so tanky. The special ability keeps him alive for quite some time as well. As we do see the medium raiders coming through to start trying to take down this stray army of Matreiuss who's walking around this way. We see the town center coming up now for Shadowfax as he's like, 4 town centers is a good enough win condition for me. I reckon he's going to back himself and try and make that work. Lots of villagers coming out. It's got irrigation. He's got shaft mine. Absolute beauty here. I must make a mention that Bowstore with Norse is actually really, really good as well from memory. With at least for the gatherers. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's really, really good. Anyways, we see the Scorpion Man now coming in onto the Dwarf here. As the Herso will take this down very quickly, but not before a couple of Dwarves will inevitably fall here. So the army is distracting on this location. We do see a raid now coming in onto the top side of the map here, going after some houses of Shadowfax. There are these Dwarves over here. These units from Matreiuss are feeling a lot of pain here as the Battle Ball will end up helping take down this Scorpion Man finally here. 38 HP and finished. This army of Matreiuss going to be getting out of here. The units for Matreiuss still dealing with this over on the top side, trying to figure out a place to attack. We just see a lot of idle myth units over here. Is the Priest Pharaoh going to walk over here and start getting some big damage done to Shadowfax's units as the Frost Giant is going to go down incredibly quickly here. Look at that beautiful damage from those funeral rites. Priest Pharaoh as the Battle Ball falling. This is a big, big win now for Matreiuss to get these kills right away. We will be seeing one of these Battle Balls surviving as the Pharaoh does end up falling. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, the Battle Ball's falling. We see another Migdol Stronghold up as Matreiuss has managed to secure himself another gold mine in this game. Still continuing ahead. Shadowfax gets his market up now. Going to be looking to get to the Mythic Age. He's going up with the fortified town centers, getting himself Hell as well. I do like Hell against Oasis. I'm not 100% sure if I prefer Tier or Hell because normally the Nidhogg dies incredibly quickly to the Priest. And the Fire Giant, I mean, he's going to go through Osiris anyway, so the Fire Giant aren't the best. So I don't know which one I really like. We do see Shadowfax still ready to start pushing forward. He still hasn't got himself the heavy cavalry, which I think is a big misstep from Shadowfax. He's coming through. He's got himself medium infantry, but no heavy cavalry. I've talked about it before, but a big reason why heavy cavalry is so good for... let me just check this quickly. A big reason why heavy cavalry is so good for the raiding cavalry is plus 15% hit points on the cavalry with the high base armor. Effectively gives them a lot more survivability than you might think. So Shadowfax now moving back in, just very close to hitting the Mythic Age. Matreiuss, on the other hand, he is going through Osiris, who has managed to keep up somehow, some way in this game with that, but he's got no resources in the bank right now. As Shadowfax is able to push forward, those priests will get taken down very quickly. We'll probably see those throwing axemen used to snipe the priests. It's not a bad usage of them because the priests have 10% hack armor, so still a good amount of damage. As we do see a nice mountain giant spawn here to help with taking down this Migdol Stronghold. More priests probably coming in though. We see a portable ram coming onto this location. Hell coming through. The Nidhogg getting cast immediately. Shadowfax continuously building those battle borers. The Nidhogg does start flying above, but the Pharaoh Priest are here. But there's just so many units from Shadowfax as he's able to overpower Matreiuss with the sheer myth unit spawns that he has managed to amass here in this game. Managed to also take down that mining camp. Or maybe deleting the mining camp. I'm not 100% sure. But Matreiuss having to retreat. Getting this town center is going to be tough. Losing the Pharaoh as well, I believe, just happened then as well. Yeah, he doesn't have a Pharaoh, so no immediate Son of Osiris to help out. There's no rock either, so he can't do like rock dancing or anything like that. This Nidhogg is doing absolute work here in this game as the Battle Ball continuing to flood in here. Is Shadowfax going to be thinking about getting some of those Fire Giants in fairly soon? I'm sure he will be. Where's the Fire Giants? He's got Fire Giants here. He's starting to get some Ulfsark coming out. The Mummy is in though to help. Going to be a big help against those myth units. His Mountain Giant is still alive with 55 HP. He's going to wander in and potentially, well, he's going to try and take the Migdol Stronghold down, but it's already down. So you see the priest now coming through. Will he start targeting down this Nidhogg or just simply keep going after the myth units? He is going after the myth units. We see the Mummy turning around, taking down another Battle Ball there. Nice play. The Nidhogg going to get targeted as well. So we do see these villagers have made their way over onto this gold mine here, taking down the wall with their shanking. As we are also seeing Matreiuss throwing down his Migdol stronghold up on this location. Not many resources remaining in the bank. We see the fire giant coming in. Town center is up for Shadowfax as well, sitting very, very pretty with his population here. I'm sure 145 of 180 population in this game. Still trying to push forward though, as Matreiuss is holding as best as he can. You see the portable ram going to try and get some damage done. He does 1.5 damage or 1.25 damage a shot to the Son of Osiris. Pretty funny to see that there. The Matreiuss is going to attempt to hold essentially with just this Son of Osiris. We see Shadowfax attempting to surround the Son of Osiris, but not really able to do it all too well here. That does get taken down. Now the Son of Osiris walking forward, going to try and take down the fire giant here. He's getting zapped. He's getting pushed back. Shadowfax, he doesn't have all of his units out. He just basically needs to get his 180 population sorted. He's not currently building villages from all of his town centers either. As over here, we do see a stray Ulfsark. We'll spot this one. This stray Ulfsark also going to get pushed off that longhouse. And this gold mine is might get raided here. There are gold mines on the top of the map, but having to walk up there is going to be a big shortage for Shadowfax, as he doesn't have that many resources. Actually, we do see the Axeman able to push in and take down these Hersa very, very nicely as well. As now Matreiuss may be able somehow, some way to start mounting a comeback, especially what we do see the Nidhogg is over here, and he's going to be able to take down this Migdol stronghold very quickly with the 40 crush damage that he does have access to. This is a very, very easily killed Migdol stronghold, to be sure. Though maybe the Nidhogg falls first. I'm not 100% sure who does more damage. It's probably the Nidhogg, but it's pretty close, to be honest. And there goes the fire giant over there. We're starting to see the hairy chariots trying to push forward here. There's some Ballaster coming out. So Ballaster is going to try and take down this Son of Osiris here. The villagers can make their way back up onto this gold mine again. Nice play from Matreiuss. He's really making it hard for himself to die. Really making Shadowfax work for the victory here. There's now some villagers pushing forward to take down that Ballaster. And with the help of the Son of Osiris, he does manage to zap that one down. More Axemen coming forward with their eyes set onto the enemy throwing Axemen. Shadowfax is going to be attempting to micro this one just a little bit. Moving in here, we do see the Jarls coming in to take these villages down, though the Nidhogg has to be careful. Flying over these towers is not the best of ideas. And Shadowfax is now 179 180 population. He's got himself the market over here, which is in a bit of a weird position, but he has started his trade route just a little bit here. More units moving in onto here, trying to take down the Son of Osiris little by little. We see the dwarves getting taken down. The Axemen swinging around here. Migdol stronghold coming up for Matreiuss. He might be able to hold on to this gold mine, but there will be a problem with a third gold mine that he might want to grab up here. I think that Shadowfax is going to fairly stabilize here. He's still only got medium cavalry, which is a big reason why these cavalry aren't doing as well as they should be, I think. Doesn't have that many resources either. What upgrades does he have? He has all the good upgrades. No quarry. Quarry, I think from memory for Norse, is not that good. Could be wrong. Can't remember. But Mason's coming through. The Shadowfax, champion infantry, all the other good stuff. Son of Osiris still getting max value over here. I'd love to see like a hill fort over here and then like a portable battering ram push through these houses and everything else. Something like that instead of just consistently fighting up on this location. More buildings coming up now for Shadowfax. He's starting to get more of those upgrades. He's getting himself Granite Blood. Granite Blood is the extra 200 HP on those fire giants to make them survive so much longer. we see the Great Jarls coming after the Son of Osiris yet again, as we finally seeing heavy cavalry coming through. And Matreiuss is still struggling to keep his units produced here, as the Jarls just tanking everything. And in that moment, Matreiuss does decide that the game is lost. It'll be very hard for him to find any sort of advantage here. Though I think the best bet here for Matreiuss, if he was to make some sort of comeback, was to have secured this location here and go after this town center, because he was making a little bit of ground over here, but kind of ran out of steam. And I feel like if he was able to siege the town center down, maybe he would have been able to get 3 town centers and he could have maybe been able to catch back up. Would have been a tough one. But in essence here, the big play from Shadowfax with that flaming weapons over here was a big mistake from Matreiuss. He needed to just sack everything and leave, and then he might have been okay to continue here. But not doing that meant that Shadowfax got full value out of his flaming weapons, and Matreiuss was in a world of pain from then on. But a very nice play here from Shadowfax and Matreiuss anyways. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow button on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.